My fiancé promised me forever, then booked a surprise honeymoon for someone else. I was scrolling through Jake's laptop looking for our wedding venue contract when I saw the email confirmation. Bali Resort. 7 nights. 2 guests. For next month. Our honeymoon dates. Except the second guest name wasn't mine. Sarah Chen. His coworker who always laughed too loud at his jokes during office parties. The one who texted him about work stuff at 11 p.m. The one I'd asked about twice, and both times he'd rolled his eyes like I was being paranoid. The one who wore that tight black dress to last year's Christmas party and spent the whole night whispering in his ear while I stood there holding his drink like an idiot. We'd been together 4 years. Engaged for 8 months. I had the dress hanging in our closet. We'd already sent 180 invitations. My mom had flown in from Portland to help with final preparations. Everyone kept saying how lucky I was, how Jake was such a catch, how we were the perfect couple. How he never looked at other women. How devoted he was. I sat there staring at that screen, my hands shaking. The confirmation was from 3 days ago. Right after I'd shown him the final catering menu and gotten excited about the salmon. Right after we talked about having kids in 2 years and picked out names. Right after he'd kissed my forehead and said he couldn't wait to call me his wife. Right after he'd held me and promised forever. The couple's massage package. The champagne upgrade. The romantic dinner reservations. He'd put more thought into this trip than our actual wedding planning. While I was stressed about centerpieces and seating charts, he was booking sunset dinners with another woman. I screenshotted everything. The flights. The hotel confirmation. Even the fucking spa treatments. Evidence of how stupid I'd been. Evidence of how well he could lie while looking me straight in the eye. My phone buzzed. Text from my maid of honor asking about the bachelorette party details. Another from his mom asking about the rehearsal dinner. Another from the florist confirming delivery times. Everyone so excited for our big day. Our perfect love story. When he got home from work, I was sitting at the kitchen table with his laptop open. He walked in whistling some song, loosening his tie, asking what I wanted for dinner. So normal. So casual. Like he hadn't just spent our joint savings on a romantic getaway with the woman he'd been fucking behind my back for God knows how long. How long? I asked without looking up. He stopped whistling. Froze in the doorway. Looked at the screen. His face went completely blank, then red, then pale. Like watching someone die in real time. Baby, it's not what you think. How long, Jake? 6 months. But it's over. I swear to God, it's over. I ended it last week. You booked a honeymoon. I can explain. You used our money. It was a mistake. I was confused. I love you. Only you. He started crying. Actually crying, like I was the one hurting him. Like I was the one who'd destroyed everything. Said it was meaningless. Said Sarah meant nothing. Said he'd cancel everything right now. Said we could still get married. Said people make mistakes. I just sat there listening to him lie and realizing I felt nothing. Not anger. Not heartbreak. Nothing. Like someone had just turned off every feeling I'd ever had. Like my heart had just stopped working entirely. Get out, I said. Please, we can fix this. We can go to counseling. The wedding is in 3 weeks. Everyone's coming. We can work through this. Get out of my house. He left. Took nothing but his keys. I haven't seen him since. The cancellation fees nearly broke me financially and emotionally. Venue, catering, flowers, photographer, band, cake. $43,000 down the drain. Money I'd saved for 2 years. Money my parents had contributed. Money that represented every dream I'd had about our future together. My parents had already bought their outfits, booked their hotels. His family had flown in from Chicago and were asking questions. I had to call everyone on our guest list. Had to explain over and over that there wouldn't be a wedding. Had to listen to the shocked silence. Had to hear people ask if I was sure I couldn't work it out. Some people were supportive. Others suggested I might be overreacting. A few said everyone makes mistakes. His aunt actually called me selfish for throwing away a good man over one mistake. His mother cried and begged me to reconsider. Said boys will be boys. Said I was being dramatic. The worst part was returning gifts. Standing in line at Bed Bath & Beyond with our entire registry loaded in shopping carts, explaining to the customer service rep why I needed to process 76 returns without receipts. She looked at me like I was pathetic. Like I was the problem. I had to quit the gym we went to together. Had to find a new grocery store. Had to avoid our favorite restaurant. Had to delete 4 years of photos. Had to explain to everyone why I was suddenly single again at 31. Had to pretend I was fine when I wasn't sleeping, wasn't eating, wasn't functioning. Sarah kept her job. Jake got promoted 2 months later. They're still together. Still posting their perfect life on social media. I saw their Bali photos before I learned to block them. The same sunset dinners he'd booked. The same couples massage. The same champagne. She wore a white bikini and looked radiant. The caption said, "Finally found my person," and got 200 likes. I moved back in with my parents. Lost most of our mutual friends because picking sides was too awkward. The ones who stayed never mentioned Jake, which somehow makes it worse. Like he never existed. Like 4 years of my life just vanished into nothing. I started dating again after 8 months because everyone said I had to move on. But every time someone says they love me, I hear Jake's voice saying the same words while planning a vacation with someone else. Every time someone talks about marriage, I remember those confirmation emails. Every time someone calls me baby, I want to vomit. Men tell me I have trust issues now. That I'm damaged. That I need therapy. They're probably right. But they don't understand that the problem isn't trusting them. The problem is trusting myself. Because I thought I knew Jake better than anyone. I thought 4 years meant something. I thought love was real and promises mattered. My therapist says healing takes time. My mom says I'll find someone better. My friends say it wasn't my fault. Everyone has opinions about what I should do, how I should feel, when I should be over it. But none of them have to live with the knowledge that the person who promised to love me forever was planning a future with someone else while I picked out wedding favors. I thought I was smart. I thought I could tell the difference between love and lies. I thought forever meant forever, not until someone better comes along.